I really do believe that God has given us some really good opportunities in this coming season to bring to the seacoast of New Hampshire an opportunity for us to gather and sense not only the Spirit's presence, but the unity that comes when brothers and sisters are gathered together. We have an idea for Christmas that will initiate a Christmas Advent season that we think will be like none other that we have seen here on the seacoast. On Easter, we went to the Whittemore Center, and all the church gathered there, and God blessed us with literally thousands of people. What we want to do for this Advent season is to invite everyone to come home. Now, our plans are, I think, Spirit-inspired, but they're also going to require a lot of work. And that work is something that we can't wait until the last minute to accomplish. So I thought, well, I'll just share that with this congregation and provide opportunity for us to be able to participate. And I put down in this letter the things that we'd like to accomplish. One of which is we'd like to just enhance our audio and visual capabilities here in this sanctuary. Every time we have done a program, like for instance, the Night of One or the Whittemore Center, we have to go out, and part of those whole, the cost to us is these production costs that we bring. We'd like to be able to enhance our own capabilities here in the sanctuary so we don't have to continue to rent all this equipment all the time. That it would be here, and then we can begin to use that on a whole other number of fronts. So, just by way of comparison, 15 years ago, what kind of cell phone did you have? Exactly, right? Or what kind of computer did you use? Now, you can see how technology has changed so dramatically. Over the past extraordinary campaign, we've taken great steps in enhancing some of the hardwiring that takes place in the sanctuary. We bought a new soundboard, and now we need to just upgrade our speaker system so that wherever you sit in the sanctuary, there will be a clarity of sound. We also want to raise the cross that's behind me and put a full widescreen, HD-capable screen in the back so that we can show Christian films. Remember, just this past season, we had opportunity to showcase a Christian film that came out and wound up being really a great bestseller. God Is Not Dead was the name of that movie. That movie was showcased here at our Bethany Raymond campus, and as a result of that showing, it just began to spread like wildfire over the whole state of New Hampshire. That film was not coming to New Hampshire until that opportunity opened for us to premiere the showing of that film here in New Hampshire. So I'm thinking, here on the seacoast, we would have an environment here like no other. It would enable us to engage in all kinds of programming that, again, it's not just to have a great environment, but it's an environment that could be used as a tool to reach many people with the gospel of Jesus. So we can have all kinds of speakers come, films, conferences, because our sanctuary will be able to support all the production needs that it would have. The other side is when you go outside, just take a look at the carpeting, take a look at the restrooms, take a look at the paint, and you'll realize that there's a lot of work that could be done just to upgrade. I don't know what your house is like, but in my house, when the holidays come, my wife goes ballistic. She just does. I mean, I wind up having to clean windows in the middle of the winter. Like, tell me why. But she has me do them, and I married 32 years, so I just do it, right? So here, we really do need to just clean it all up so that when company comes, we're ready. Because in the beginning of this Advent season, we want to be able to present this gospel of Jesus in a way that's going to capture everyone's attention and hopefully just win one more for Jesus. So in your bulletins, there's also a special summer offering, very catchy name. I came up with that myself. But we're going to be announcing this and seeing how we're progressing. In your letter, you'll see that to do all these projects is going to be about $185,000. We've already collected over $60,000 towards that end. And I do feel that by the time the second week or third week of September rolls around, we ought to have all the funds in hand. As always, just being completely transparent, we're not going to do any work until we have all the money in hand to be able to finish the project. So we're not going to borrow money. We're not going to extend this. If we don't have the money, we don't do it. That's just the way we do things here at Bethany. But we're just trusting that your generosity will enable us to get this done so that we could start these projects and finish them by the second week of November. Because when that comes, I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be like nothing the Seacoast has seen. You'll get more as we go along. But I shared last week that Drew's dad, just an awesome musician, he came into town and we were already starting to plan, right, of what that concert's going to look like. Big orchestra, old school, new school, it's going to be great. And so we're just letting you know that, and any way that you can help us would be greatly appreciated.